This is one of the patterns I used in making the previous video I posted last week on my page. If you haven't watched it, I will encourage you to do so, to go and watch it so you know and you get the clue of what I am doing here. So this is the front and the back of the patterns, as you can see. So I'm just going to be actually changing some things on here so we can achieve what we want to do. So let's get into it now. So the first thing I will do now, from the shoulder downwards to the short length, I will just be cutting it, as you can see me doing with my scissors. I will be cutting the down part out now. Remember, for this pattern, the front waistline and the back waistline are actually different. So as you can see, this is what I'll just be doing. You can see how accurate that is. I'll measure it now. As you can see, that is 15 inches, and this includes both the sewing allowance for the shoulder and for the waist. So I'll just cut that out. So I'm just trying to explain how it is to you, so you can get a clue of what I'm doing here. So after doing this, the next thing I will do now is work on this yoke. As you can see, the yoke already drafted out also. So I will just be needing the neckline to be wider. So that's what I just did now. The neckline is going to be wider, and then I'll change the neck width and the neck depth. So this is the front neckline right now. So I'm going down by like 5 inches. Initially I went down by 4 inches, so that is 5 inches for the neck depth. So now for the back, this is the back yoke. I'll be putting a slant to meet up with the neck width from the shoulder. If you've watched the previous video, you will understand what I'm doing here. So I'm just trying to take some part of the backs away so it aligns with whatever style I'm doing now. So this is just me. I'm just trying to reshaping the width for the neckline so it aligns together with the back and front. After doing that, this is the fabric I'll be using to style this dress I'm making. So I'm just gathering up all the new patterns I just cut out before starting up with the cutting out of the fabrics. So now I'll be placing each of these patterns now on the fabric I'm going to be using. So these are the patterns for the front panel. I already cut the yoke. You can see it's on fold. This is the front yoke, and here is the center and also the sides of the front panels. So this is the back also. I already cut out both the lining and the fabric for each sides of the back. I already cut out the center bust, which is the wording for the center front. So now I'll be cutting the side. So I'm just trying to explain some details before cutting it. If the bust you're working with is a very large bust, you'll be using up to 5 inches from the bust point. That is from your bust palm. You'll be using 5 inches to the sides of your dress. That is if you have a very large, if you're working with a very busty person. And here is not really busty. I'll be using 4 inches. So you cut it from the under bust, as you can see me doing from that line. You make sure you're doing it right. So you just cut it like so, as you can see me doing. So you cut 2 of these for each side of this patterns. So I'll do that now, and I will also be cutting the other side out. So make sure when you're also cutting it, you're cutting the shiny parts against each other, just like you're cutting your fabric also. So this is it. You curve it at the down part like so, and that will be all for it. So you can see how shapy that is looking. And when you're also cutting it, make sure you're cutting it directly on your pattern paper, not on your fabric. So that is all about it. So I'll cut the second one now and show you all how it is looking. So I hope you understand what I just said now. You'll be cutting the shiny part against each other, like the two sides, because you'll be gumming it onto your fabric later on. So I will just try and explain again. This is the center, so I cut it in two. So this is the side, I cut it also on two pieces. So just to sew everything together, you might want to also cut the center part on fold, but to me I prefer to cut it separately. So one will be for each side, just like a bra cup is different. I mean, we have two bra cups, so that's just how this will be looking. I'll be joining all of this together and show you all how the end result is. So here is the final look of the dress. As you can see how lovely it is looking. So I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial so far. Kindly give it a thumbs up, like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Until I see you again in the next one, guys. Bye.